All right. One more guy. We are going into the Steelers. And, seeing how everything is set up and seeing how everything goes down with these players in the offseason, the big question really now is, do the Steelers have the ability to stay competitive without knowing that quarterback, knowing that Aaron Rodgers may take until draft day or sometime in mini camps? Like, will he come back again and do it again? I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but we know that guys like Will Howard or Mason Rudolph deserve a chance to actually be a franchise guy. I mean, we need to have an answer within the next, I want to say at least 2 years, because before you know it, these guys are going to be too old. We're going to have to resurge the entire defense because, again, if Cam comes back for one more year, this has to be it. The guy's going to be almost 40. It's just, I don't think it's necessary for anyone who is past 37, 38 years old to prove themselves defensively, because your body takes hits. And I know he's a big guy, but that needs to be answered in that sense. Do we have enough with these players that we currently have to make a push next year? This needs to be addressed. And again, I just saw the news broke that Tyreek Hill has been released from the Miami Dolphins. I mean, would a player like that be needed in this type of environment? Geez. I mean, the talent we would definitely like, but the player's personality that has to come with it. It's unfortunate. I mean, if only we could just lock it all out when the doors shut at the stadium or at the park, just to have these guys as talents be the only thing that matters. But this is the world we live in, guys. In the world of social media, we have no choice but to hear about everybody's personal stuff, and we see it on display at all time. I mean, me personally, I would rather just talk the stuff, like talk the stats, talk the plays on the field. I just would rather do that. I have no real desire to go into what these personal lives or what the issues are with these players. I would rather just talk about the fact that a guy who has the talent like Tyreek Hill could be out there to take. And would that answer a lot of wide receiver questions? Talent-wise, yes. But drama, here we go again. This just needs to stop. The drama aspect of the Steelers' lives needs to be put on hold. I mean, I cannot believe that ever since Antonio Brown leaked the video that Tomlin put on his team's speech in the AFC Championship game against the Patriots in 2017, they have just been a media circus. And I'm waiting for the day where all I care or hear about is the stats again. I would like nothing more than for this team to just go back to the way it was. Just put your nose down, tackle, get these guys ready for the season, have a good season, and be winners again. I mean, I feel like we have just been struggling to have an identity as what we once were. And that has not been the case for some time. That identity of just being winners and just playing good football has not been around for quite some time. I do miss it, and I really hope that we get it back. And with a guy like Mike McCarthy, who's a yinzer, maybe he'll bring an old school mentality that kind of brings everyone back and makes them realize we need to just focus on the field, focus on the game, focus on the plays. And if we have that, maybe this stuff will be good again. I'm not sure where we stand in the AFC right now, but it's definitely, we need to have a different direction than what we've had. I mean, the Mike Tomlin years, even though they had all these great runs and all these great players, yes, it has been a nice story, but in the end, it never resulted to a championship. We always had to settle for just being good enough to get there. I know that the talent is good enough to get there again, but how far can we go? I mean, winning a playoff game is a must for the Steelers this year. It's not even a question of rebuilding at this point. It's just they need to find a way to get it going and just be the team they once were. I know that the identity of this team has really gone all over the place ever since the Big Ben story broke out about guys like Joey Porter Sr. and, James Harrison just basically attacking Ben on social media about the kind of player he was and the person he was. He wasn't a good teammate, wasn't a good guy. I mean, is all of that true? I mean, I would like to think it is. I never did care for Big Ben's personality off the field, but if he wasn't our quarterback, guys, we would not have had our championships. We would not have had the runs that we had in the early years. He was as essential as Troy Polamalu, Brett Kiesel, and Hines Ward, the guys that were the reasons why they were successful for such a long time and why they were champions. He was absolutely a part of that. And yeah, I'm not a fan of when guys have such an ego that they know what they can do. But in that particular role, I think there is the exception of it where, yes, you have to have a little bit of the attitude. And again, I don't want to be hypocritical with Aaron Rodgers because I've had my words about him and his attitude basically being the same thing. But, the result was Ben was in a great group. Like, they set him up to be successful for the beginning of his career. And, Aaron found that success with Mike McCarthy with the Packers way back when. So it's very difficult to know. Sorry. It's very difficult to know what's going to make you competitive in the right way and how you're going to get there. I just only hope that a guy like Mike McCarthy can finally find some footing and get the right plays together with his coordinators, that it's going to be so essential what's going to be coming in the offseason. So it's going to be a long wait, guys, until minicamp, but I'm looking forward to what they have for this coming season. So I'm going to wrap up, guys, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. Please like and subscribe to Mark Lesko Podcast, and I will see you guys for the next video. And until that time, you guys enjoy being black and gold.